Our man Chad, king of the pumpkin patch. Everyone hail to the pumpkin king. Now this is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween.
What's up everyone, this is Jared and Nick from What Cheers Beer Reviews, and tonight we're doing another local beer, also part of our Pumpkin Blowout. This is Cambridge Brewing Company's The Great Pumpkin. So what can you tell me about this?
Yeah guys, Cambridge Brewing Company has been around since 1989. They are a fantastic local brewery up in Cambridge, as you might have guessed. This is the first beer that they've actually ever bottled, and they started bottling this last fall.
It's also New England's first pumpkin beer, right?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so it's...
And they've been around for quite some time, 1989 you
Yep,
said.
so New England's first pumpkin beer. This one is very unique because it only comes in at 4.4% ABV.
Wow, that's really low.
It's really low, and I had this last year. I just had it on tap from this year, and it's really a phenomenal beer. So I'm excited to get into it and do a review. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get a look at the pour.
Yeah, why not, right? All right, so it pours a really nice, bright orange color, about 2 fingers worth of head, give or take. It's definitely unfiltered, a little bit of haze to it. You got anything to add about this?
Well, I'd say, guys, this is a really nice golden pumpkin ale. There's some, I don't know what it is in the bottom of the glass, if it's like
a little bit of
sediment or pumpkin or what the hell is in this, but it's pretty cool looking. It's obviously a really fresh bottle. This is bottled like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's as fresh as you can get it, and yeah, it just
super dense head, super
really creamy, thick.
Lots of good lacing on it on the original pour.
Yeah, nice thick, creamy off-white head. It just looks fantastic.
Yeah, you could almost float something on this head. That's how thick it is.
For sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get an aroma on the Cambridge Great Pumpkin.
All right. Wow.
Holy crap, this thing is exploding with pumpkin spice, real pumpkin
Lots
flavor.
of real pumpkin. There's spice there. I think it's solid. It's in the background. There's plenty of it.
You get all that cinnamon.
Not too much, though.
The nutmeg, the...
allspice, clove, all of that.
All the pumpkin pie characteristics are in it, but you're getting a lot of...
It's subtle. Lots of fresh pumpkin to it.
Fresh pumpkin flesh kind of... It's so aromatic for a 4% beer.
I'm blown away how flavorful this smells.
It smells like one of the fullest flavored pumpkin beers that we've reviewed.
Would have thought this was an Imperial Pumpkin had I not known.
This is pretty crazy.
I can't believe it's 4.4.
And I know they had people volunteer to come to the brewery to actually chop up the pumpkins and get them into the brewing process, which is really cool too. And this is so fresh. Wow.
I cannot believe it.
I'll tell you right now, this is one of the best smelling pumpkin beers I've ever smelled.
Yeah,
Hands
it's
down.
up there with the best. It's up there with pumpkin for me.
It's got everything and more. So, wow.
This is good. I'm not waiting any longer. Let's jump in and taste.
Let's go ahead and get a taste, guys. Cheers. Cheers.
Really good. I think the body, that's the first thing that jumped out to me because, like I just said, it reminds me of an Imperial Pumpkin on the aroma. You can definitely tell it's 4.4 on the body just because it's lighter. Doesn't mean it's not flavorful or anything. It's just light. It's not a heavy-bodied beer, which is nice. It's nice that it's this flavorful.
I agree.
And not heavy. It doesn't weigh you down.
Front of the tongue for me, I get that pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice characteristic to it, but I'm getting that pumpkin flesh, the squash note and all that is there. And then through the palate, it's got kind of like a nice bitterness to it.
Yeah, a little bit. Very minor though. Like you said, I get the spice up front, and then as it sits with you after you take a swallow, and you kind of think about it for a second, then the actual pumpkin starts to come in. Mm-hmm. It's really inviting, very warming. It's great.
It's obviously a little thin on the body, like Jared was saying.
It's light, but not in a bad way. It's very easy to drink.
This is the most flavorful.
It's like a session. It's a session pumpkin.
I'm sure this is the most flavorful pumpkin beer in this style for its percentage. I'm sure it is. I can't imagine one being better than this. It has all the components of the other pumpkin beers that are like the Imperial ones, but it's put into this nice package where it's just easy to drink. It's not gonna get you drunk or anything. It's gonna be really a nice sessionable.
My idea of pumpkin beers was just like my cradle was just rocked. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, this is way too good for the percentage.
This is mind blowing.
Now I've had other Cambridge Brewing Company beers and they've all been really good, so I'm not surprised this is this good. But again, this is just so unique for this style to find a beer like this that wow, it has everything.
This is why I love session beers. Session beers are like my, I don't want to say guilty pleasure, but I love session beers because you can find some just like this one that are super flavorful. People think 4.4 and it's like nothing, but this is crazy how flavorful it is.
I mean, you could drink this whole bomber alone and be totally satisfied, and you wouldn't feel like you're too full or anything.
We got another one in the fridge. We can split it up.
There's a nice breadiness too in the back end. I wouldn't even say it's like malty.
Yeah,
it's
a
just
little bit bready, like biscuity kind of.
A nice biscuity kind of breadiness in the back end. But wow, this thing is flavorful, guys.
I don't even know. Wow.
I wouldn't say that the body is. I wouldn't say that this beer drinks like it's watery. I'd say it's just thin on the mouthfeel.
It's a light body,
but it's not watery.
So it's not watery at all.
Nope.
Some of the other pumpkin beers we had that are kind of watery. It's like there's a lack of flavor, whereas this there's no lack of flavor. It's just a light body beer, which is nice.
Yep.
It's very nice.
I agree. All right, we're back. We've been drinking the Great Pumpkin. As you can see, guys, Jared hated this beer. It's completely gone.
I think this is the first time where I couldn't wait to the end of the review.
Semi-chugging it after we cut the camera.
It was a pretty good one.
It was pretty good, yeah. No, this beer was phenomenal. You really need to try it if you can get it because it's just so unique. It's just so original.
I was blown away how good it was in that small of a beer.
Yeah, I mean, percentage-wise, you can't get much smaller. Flavor-wise, you can't get much bigger.
Yeah.
This thing is full. It really blew us both away. We're kind of speechless. We had a lot of pumpkin beers, as you may have seen in the other reviews.
Yeah, we've had, a few.
A few.
Yeah.
And this one, we were talking about it, it's right up there with the very best.
It's a tough decision.
So, what would you rate this?
Well, I think I'm going to give this one a 94. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was one of the most flavorful session beers I've had in a long time. Never mind pumpkin beers. It's great stuff. So, what are you going to rate it?
Yeah, for me, this is going to be 1 point less than Pumpkin and Schlafly.
Wow.
So the 95.
Pretty good.
I gave Schlafly and Pumpkin a 96. We still have a couple more special treats to come for pumpkins. But, this is hard to beat.
And as far as Beer Advocate and Rate Beer Advocate gave this one a 90, and Rate Beer gave it an 82. So
pretty interesting numbers there, actually.
Yeah.
But just a phenomenal beer. I hope you guys are in a place where you can get this. I don't know where
it's only Massachusetts.
I think it's only Massachusetts, so absolutely worth trading for if you have to. But
definitely. If you're looking for a good pumpkin beer,
and the
this
price,
is the one you want to find.
This is like $5 or $6 a bomber. It's so cheap.
So cheap. Steal, really.
Yeah. So that's it for the Great Pumpkin from Cambridge, guys, and we're just blown away. I'm glad we reserved this for its own review.
It really deserved it.
It deserved it.
Yeah.
Yep. So
with that
being said, guys,
comment, like, cheers, find us on Facebook, whatever
YouTube,
subscribe,
comment,
all that stuff.
He can't cheers.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss.
So I'm gonna cheers to you guys.
Well,
cheers.
Cheers.
See you next time.
Have a good one. I bet it tastes delicious too.